What's up, everybody? Good morning. Uh, I am so tired. I'm so tired. Uh, Due to go training this morning, so I got my training gear on. I got my Steam It training top on. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna be doing some boxing training, fighting with Marv this morning. Um, but it wasn't a good start because last night I went out. I went to the football. Got offered a couple of tickets to watch England versus Germany, and I took at Dave mate at not Dave mate, my brother. We went along to watch England versus Germany. And when I took the tickets, I wasn't really thinking. I was thinking old school England. I was thinking, Paul Gascoigne, Paul Ince, whatever. Old school ballers. It wasn't the team I was expecting. It wasn't the team I was expecting. It was more of an under 21 team, and it was a friendly. So it was a bit of a phony war in the first half. There were a few chances, a decent enough game in the first half, but again, nothing just to wow you. I was a bit bored. The second half was dire, to be honest, and the highlight of the second half was people trying to get paper airplanes onto the pitch, and whenever they landed onto the pitch, that was the biggest cheer. So I don't know whether that's the rage in football. I haven't been to football in a while, but yeah, it was nice. Got out. I did what you do when in Rome. You do as you do. I had some chips and some, what was it, salt and pepper squid. Yeah, I definitely I went to town, had some chocolate bars. So I think I'm going to be feeling it in this morning's session, but it is what it is. I didn't really want to talk about football. What I really wanted to talk about was UFC. I missed UFC 217, was it, last weekend? Jules St. Pierre, Michael Bisping, because I was playing poker in Lisbon. When I should have really been trying to find a bar to watch the UFC. And that's a shame because from the highlights that I saw and the fights that I actually did get to see, it looks like it was the best card of the year so far, if not, one of the best cards ever. Really, really good fights and good upsets. So I'm glad I missed that. But then I wake up this morning and UFC was all in my news feed. First of all, Anderson Silva, man. I mean, it breaks my heart to hear that he's been flagged again by USADA for a failed drugs test. For me, Anderson Silva is the best fighter of all time. I know it's a toss-up between him, Jules St. Pierre, and John Jones, in my opinion. Right now, probably St. Pierre's taking it just because he hasn't tainted his legacy. Whereas I can't believe Anderson Silva. If he would have just went out with a second Weidman loss, I think his reputation would have been impeccable, because ultimately his first loss to Weidman, you can look at it and say, well, actually he was showboating, he lost. His second loss to Weidman, you can say, well, actually he broke his leg. And you can say he's getting older, and you can kind of call it a day. But since he tried to come back and he failed his drug test, and he's found another drug test, that people are looking at him and saying, was he on drugs all the way through his career? And it's not a good look, man. And I'll tell you one story. When he was fighting Michael Bisping over in the O2, which is just around the corner from me, I was out with my girls, my two oldest girls, and we were in Canary Wharf. And it's the first time they've seen me act like a fan, and probably the last time they've ever seen me act like a fan, because we came around the corner, we bumped into Anderson Silva, and he was there with his little entourage, and me and him just locked eyes, said what's up, we just high-fived to some photos, he spoke to my kids, and I was like, yeah, because they were really young at the time, you know what I mean, 7, 6, so they didn't really understand it, and I was trying to explain, he's like, yeah, whatever. I was just acting like a fanboy, so I'm a real die-hard Anderson Silva fan. I remember when he first stepped into the UFC, I remember his first fight in the UFC, and just to see his legacy and him go out like this, he's old enough weight. No, I'd hope he's got enough money where you think he doesn't need to do it. And he certainly doesn't need to be risking his legacy with drugs. You know, I'm going to hope it's a mistake and all that, but you know, these things really are. So there was that, and then there was Conor McGregor. There was Conor. What's Conor doing, man? What's Conor doing? I love Conor McGregor, man. Conor is like the fighter that every fan would want to beat. You know what I mean? Because he fights anybody, he's leery, he's loud, he's brash. And all that is really good in the context of his fights. If he's got a fight and he's promoting his fight, you want to see somebody who's bringing more to the plate than just, yeah, I can fight, man, we want. You know what I mean? Someone that's actually bringing a bit of a showbiz razzmatazz is what the sport needs. On the flip side, you know, hubris is just a funny thing, do you know what I mean? So when you're in a space that he's in, just had $100 million fight, he's going to get back to his bread and butter. I can imagine he's like, everywhere that Conor McGregor goes, it must feel like the Conor McGregor show. So he's in an event, I don't know, it was last night before. It's a Bellator event, it's in Ireland. Conor McGregor's in the crowd. So obviously I wasn't there, but you can just tell, imagine what it is. It's a Conor McGregor event right there. It might be Bellator, it's a Conor McGregor's event. And obviously from the footage you can tell that Conor's just like, yeah, I'll run the show. Walking ringside, I think one of these boys were fighting. Knocks out his opponent in the first round. Conor McGregor goes wild, rushes into the octagon like he owns it. Grabs his boy, wrestles on the floor, and you think, whoa, let your boy have let your boy have his moment. Let your boy have his moment. But obviously the referee doing what he's supposed to do is like, no, come out, because ultimately that isn't the time. The guys he was fighting is like, you know what I mean, dazed and concussed in a corner. You know what I mean, let it die down a bit and then the entourage can come in, nobody's going to really give a damn. But if you go straight after the knockout has happened, you can expect the referee to try to push you away or whatever. But obviously, it's Mike Goddard is the referee. And he has a bit of previous with Conor McGregor from the Artem Lobov fight, where Conor McGregor was again doing the Conor McGregor show outside of the ring. And Mike Goddard was like, calm down, calm down. And so there's a bit of friction between them anyway. So when Mark Goddard tries to push Conor McGregor away, Conor wasn't having it. It was on him. Little commotion, handbags. But the thing was, you know what I mean, it got to a stage where there's 3 or 4 people involved, and the guy that was knocked out, so I can't remember his name, he was like basically getting like jostled about by, you know, the commotion that's going on and the commotion that was caused by McGregor. And you know, I hope that if nothing else, Conor McGregor apologises to that fighter, because, you know what I mean, no man deserves all that shit going on when he's just been knocked out, you know what I mean? And Conor McGregor should know that as a fighter, that's not on. So, yeah, so that happens. I don't know where in the timeline it happens, but Conor McGregor jumps on the actual ring apron, and then one of the commissioners goes to push him off, and Conor McGregor almost falls off, and as he like regains his balance, gives the guy a slap. That, although not acceptable, I can understand, because the guy literally just tried to ragdoll him, push him off, and had Conor McGregor not had his cat-like instincts to grab it, he'd have been on the floor, smashed up, and that would have been the headline. Conor McGregor gets KO'd by, you know, whatever, the commissioner, whatever he was, trying to push him out the ring. Do you know what I mean? So I can understand instinctively he's a fighter, he's going to slap the guy. Still not acceptable, and let's see what the authorities do. You know, hopefully, well, this is what it could be. This maybe is what it is. Maybe he ends up getting a ban, a suspension, and then the whole of the next 12 months or so is the anticipation of Conor McGregor coming back. Who will he fight? But yeah, you'd think that you know what I mean, just when you think the drama's over, the drama just gets more intense. But yeah, I just hope that he apologises to the fighter, man. the guy that was knocked out. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that guy needed medical assistance, and that wasn't able to get to him because Conor McGregor was too high. And yeah, it's not for me to say anything to him, but maybe the people around him just need to just say, look, man, simmer it down a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Because things like that just escalate, unless when you got that hubris going on and you think you're the bee's knees, then that's when things can escalate and go badly. But anyway, I'm gonna get ready for training. Gotta say, I'm not looking too forward to it, but hopefully I don't throw up. I'll keep you posted, let you know how it goes. But for now, I'm gone.